Hello from the Technik Museum in Sinsheim, Germany. This is the inside of a U-boat. Not often you get to go inside a U-boat, especially down into the engine room, where we've got some big engines. Look how many V12s each, times 2. Lots of plumbing. They've got some good audio going down here to make it sound like you're actually at sea. The engine's working away. But we're not actually at sea. Might have been a generator room. This is one of the low hatches coming in here. Most of this has pretty good headroom. We got plenty of levers and stuff we could play with. This is the rudderage and some valve works. Look at all those valves. Wow. We got some weird gauges and a couple of different rudder controls here. Now above us there's the big main press valve here. These big switches, who knows? Let me pull a couple. Oh, that one didn't work. No, fine, no problem. So of course they've got all these plexiglass boxes covering this stuff, but back in the day this would all been wide open, and there's just the possibility of bumping some gauges and stuff. So I'm not quite sure what all this is. Sonar devices, of course, and combat system. We got various graphs. Complicated piece of machinery. I didn't really realize they were using tube type screens so often in World War II. Here's some navigation, radar looking stuff. And then this is the captain's quarters. So the captain had his own little room here. You sit down in his bed. Hey, Cap. But he was hooked up with radio and he was hooked up with everything else around him. And he was right in the center of the ship. The periscope is right there. So if there's any action at all, he could just jump right up and be there. So this worked out pretty good for him. It's a small space, but hey, it's a submarine. You know, the crew, we're not quite so lucky. They got some bunk beds up here. And this would have been the head. And of course, plenty of valves you can play with while you're in there. Huh. They got this one set up with a shower. I'll be dang. And this would have been the kitchen. We don't waste a lot of space on it, but we got some bread cooking. Now we're into the officer's mess. This is where they got to eat, and a couple of them slept. And then these were probably the crew members' beds. There's not a heck of a lot of beds in here. But this is the business end of this thing. This is the torpedo tubes. And in this one, we still got a torpedo. So, let me see which valve you pull for that. We're still making good time. Hear the beat of that engine. You can see out the end of this barrel here, and the waves are actually made out of wood, it looks like. And this mechanism down here on the lower left looks like what propels the torpedo out. Pretty cool. Oh, here we go. This is the chef's mess. Got another little bed here. Those no doubt were beds. They had it figured out. Oh, this video is showing how they got it here. She'd been floating somewhere else and they brought her in here. The guy that owns this thing is apparently a billionaire, and nothing is a problem for him. I'm gonna go back up on deck. You can see down below. Oh, there we go, down the streets. Down the highways. Take her through town. Through another town. Wow, I had to roll her on her side to get through there. Put her back up. Put her on her side again, get under a bridge.
Así, muy bien, perfecta.
Baja. Bien.
Mete bien el piececito y ya está.
Otro escalón.
Ya está. Ya está, hija.
Otro escalón y otro y otro y otro. Muy bien.
Muy bien, hija.
Tú no eras tú como van a temblar las patas.
Looks like they had to take her through the countryside some. Uh-oh, she's getting close.
Desde aquí se veía el mar.
And she's almost home. There she is. Okay, I'm gonna try to get out of here. Okay, here we are up on top. There's the bow of this thing. And here's the conning tower. And the stern. So there's your U-boat. Crazy, crazy. They've got all this other cool stuff here. The Concorde off in the distance. It's the Antonov Russian Concorde. We've got some other planes and helicopters set right here. This is quite the museum. You might want to come check it out. I would.